Well, I'm the side chick, remember? So
Wait, I
But
thought
you trying to graduate, though,
we
right?
thought you wanted to graduate to be the main chick.
I can't.
Huh?
See, it's difficult and it's
He
complicated.
has a wife.
Yes.
I was
To a
trying
married-
not to take it there, because baby girl, I hate to say it, but your self-worth is low. You got the audacity, baby, to come to the microphone and ask us, what is it gonna take for you to leave somebody that you knowingly belongs to somebody else? And then she also said, but I love him. You love him more than you love yourself. That's one thing that I do, peep. There is no amount of money, no amount of riches, no amount of nothing for a man to be able to put you in second place. But my problem is I think you put yourself in second place, because sometimes we come in and we want to please people so bad because we want to be accepted that we put these people on a pedestal and we make them superior and we make ourselves inferior, so they're going to keep on treating you like you inferior. I'm sorry, y'all, I hate to get this passionate, but when you wake up and then you go and brush your teeth in the morning and you sit there and say, I'm a side chick. How does that make you feel? When you go through your day, when you texting this man, when you talking to this man in the car because he can't talk to you in front of his wife, when this man is on a business trip, he can't talk to you in the presence of his own home. In this man's own kingdom, you are a peasant. You're not allowed to come into this man's kingdom.
Yeah!
And y'all, this is crazy, but she said nothing but the
Okay. That part.
the way that this woman is behaving and interacting. I already knew the answer to the question that she had. I don't know if she thought that any of these particular women were going to validate that. 3 wives, right? Or 3 women in relationships, 2 wives and 1 is in a relationship. I'm just kind of guessing because I know they kind of rotate some of the women. But the bottom line is this: any woman who respects and values her marriage, and we know how women we are territorial. And so, men are too, but understand this. One, I don't think it's okay for husbands to cheat on their wives, just like I don't think it's okay for wives to cheat on their husbands. I don't think that that's okay. But for you to be an adult woman dealing with a man that you have to wait until him and his wife are done taking care of their business, taking care of their family, doing all the things that they have to do, and you get to be the leftover woman. You are the side piece. You are like that side dish. He has the main course with his wife, and you are the side. He gonna get around to you when he gets to you, but he gonna finish that main course. You can't feel good about yourself. We talk a lot about on these platforms online. A lot of women talk about we're not doing any settling. We have these standards, but what type of standard does this woman have? Like she's saying here, you are willing to be a second place participant or loser because you know this man's circumstances and you know where he would place you at every single time. You could not wake up and feel good about the position and the role that you put yourself in. And then we sit and we stay in these relationships as if that man's going to leave. He's not going to leave his wife. Not an excuse to his behavior, but we're talking about what women do and how we move and we operate. And also, this brings me back to the point about sisterhood. I keep telling y'all, there is no sisterhood. There's no real sisterhood, because any woman that cared about other women would not voluntarily enter into someone else's marriage. Again, we are not saying that this married man is absolved from his responsibility, but you know that this man is married and you're still choosing to enter into and to search yourself into married folks' business. You are wrong. You are wrong for that. And I don't think it's anything wrong with what she said. I know y'all don't like how people say things. It doesn't matter how we say things to each other. We can say it as sweet as possible. It doesn't matter. We don't ever like to be told the truth. Now, there are some women that might say, hey, girl, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're getting out of it. And who knows? She probably will accept any piece of a man instead of her putting forth the work to get and secure the man for her. Get her own husband, not anybody else's husband. You think that this man, because he might be treating you just a little something here and there, giving you a couple dollars, that you are okay with that. And you really believe that he is going to switch up and he's going to be better. Peasant behavior. But let's read some of these comments over here. So here someone says, and this is Randy's comment actually. She says the finger pointing at the end, yes. And then I said, and she gonna stick beside him. You see how she laughed at the end? She took nothing that she said seriously. She wasn't even serious when she came up here because she already knew that she was going to continue to be the chick in the background. She never had any intent on changing. And that's typically how it is. They're going to continue and run its course until one or two things happen. Until that man cuts her off, I should say. Or she may really get the point and she gets tired. So she's not tired enough. She's not tired of playing second fiddle enough. She's not tired of being a peasant. And then these will be the same. See, the type of behaviors that these type of women engage in, because we're talking about women who willingly know the situation. So you know that this man has a wife and he's not going to leave you. But these are the same type of women that will open up their legs to a man. Know that this man will, is not financially stable. He doesn't want children. He may already have children that he's not taking care of, or he is in a marriage and has children, and he's going to put his family before you and this baby. And then you're going to have a baby with this man and be upset because he didn't change because you had a baby with a man that already wasn't on nothing, that already was full of ish, that already told you and showed you what it was. But we always think we can change a man, that he's going to stop and he's going to be, a new person for us because of what we have between our legs, or because we might be doing a couple things. We talk a lot about pick-me's. This is a real pick-me, because you would sit up here and choose to still lay down, lay next to, cater to this type of man, and he is not reciprocating. He could not reciprocate anything of substance to you. And here, I don't know why this is. So here, someone says, sad part, she don't care. And someone here says, God isn't going to send you another woman's husband. That's facts. And here someone says, all of you making it seem like Kitty was being funny or trying to hurt this woman's feelings, clearly out of it. Kitty was so passionate about this, she began to get teary-eyed. Or maybe I was missing something. Ladies, you have to love yourself a lot more than you do to these men and anybody else. Advice: this woman is caught in a bad situation because she is imperfect, but the advice is badgering her for making a bad decision she's caught up in. Just advise her on how to get out. Now, damn. I don't, no, we're not going to do that. As women, if you care about another woman, you're not going to lie and pander to her and have to always approach things with kid gloves. It doesn't mean you have to be disrespectful to your fellow woman, but we have done that with each other for so long. It's time out for that. It is time out for that. For all of us that claim to care about women. And let me be clear too. I'm not going to sit up here and say that no women can have, positive and healthy relationships. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that as women, you can still be respectful yet stern and direct with your fellow sister to let her know, hey, I see what's going on. You shared these things with me. I've seen some changes in you. A friend of mine who would be in a positive, healthy relationship. I don't know if this is something that you should do. And also, she might even go as far to say, look, until you end things with this married man, I can't even deal with you. I don't want to, because I don't support that. I don't support my single friend dealing with a married man. See, that's a real friend. She'll keep it 100 and keep it funky with you. And she don't have to be disrespectful. And then, because once you give her the truth, you leave it alone. Because she's going to try to come back and try to justify her behaviors. No, you don't have to justify anything. This is what you want to do. This is how you want to live your life. So be it. But I'm not going to sit here and listen to you deal with someone and be in a situation that you are a volunteer. And this woman right here who made this comment is acting as this is a child. She is not a child. She is an adult who is fully aware of her situation. And yes, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that that situation or her decision will be easy for her, because it's obvious that she cares about this man. However, the reality is that it is an unhealthy practice. Nothing good will come out of that. And even if it does, quote unquote, it will be very short-term opportunity to work on and address your needs, your areas of weakness. You're missing out on that time chasing behind a man. What do you guys think? As a wife, I don't like to hear and or have these conversations, but the reality is that I have seen, and we can hear it and we see it all day online. It's not healthy. It's not funny. It's not positive. And women, if we really cared about each other like we say we do, we're not going to involve ourselves with married men to begin with. We're just not going to do it. You're going to leave those men where they are. And if another woman decides to deal with him, so be it, but it won't be on you and your conscience. And you won't be sitting around wondering if and when this man is going to change, because he's not going to change. You're never going to be a priority. You will continue to be at the bottom rung of his life, continuing to get stepped on every step of the way until he's done with you and he's gone on to somebody else, or when he's just ready to be done and maybe he wants to get himself together and fix his life. But don't you ever think that's your responsibility, single women, to be the person that's going to come in and save a man in his marriage, because it's not going to end well for you. You're going to get your feelings hurt. And I don't know if you guys have been watching the news, but hey, wives aren't playing out here. There are some wives that have done some crazy things because they have caught their husbands in compromising positions. You know what I'm talking about. And I'm not saying that that's okay, but unfortunately, you can't choose the outcome all the time either. When you choose to voluntarily involve yourself with a married man who has no respect for you, you're giving all this time, attention, prioritizing of this man, but yet and still, this man doesn't really care about you. He's not going to end things. He's not going to be honest. He's not being honest with you, and he's definitely not being honest with his wife. So let me know what you guys think about this conversation down in the comment section. If you've enjoyed my commentary, please leave a like. Consider subscribing to my channel. Also, share this video with someone else. Until the next video, peace.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Peace, y'all.